Bob, in your experience, what do you find to be the greatest challenge for people who are working now in brand measurement in social media?
Well, I think it's the biggest challenge that we've always had in this issue. Is one, it's demonstrating our value. It's difficult to be able to clearly and succinctly demonstrate the value of building a brand, something that takes years to do when you're up against regular quarterly business pressures. So it's difficult to demonstrate that value, but it's critical that we do it, because if we can't demonstrate why brand and why marketing is valuable, you're never going to be getting the budgets, you're never going to be getting the respect, you're never going to be getting that seat at the table that you need. I mean, it's one of the reasons why CMOs don't stay in their jobs very long. It's difficult to demonstrate that value. That's the biggest critical issue for us, and where social media or digital just in general can help us deliver that data and that value is incredibly powerful.
So are the days of focus groups gone? Will we not use phone surveys anymore? Is everything going to be replaced by this?
No, focus groups cannot go away, because then we would never get our fill of peanut M&Ms. We have to keep focus groups around. But seriously, no, focus groups are key, because you can get a lot of data back, in a quantitative sense, but there's something unique about the interactions that you get. The quote that you get from someone sitting across, that two-way mirror that sparked a new idea that you can then go and test in a social environment. You could, put that out on a tweet and get people to react to it. So absolutely, those days are not bygones. And I think maybe there's ways we can be looking at social media and some of the social tools that are available to us as doing a digital focus group. I mean, we see that now. We're able to sit back at our desks and see those conversations happening in real time. So as long as you bring in the peanut M&Ms on your own, I think you can get a lot of that same experience. But the traditional focus groups, I think, are still tremendously valuable. I think some of the key things we heard today is you have to understand what your objectives are. And if you go in just saying, let's measure a bunch of stuff and start reporting out information, I think you're going to find you're going to just collect a lot of data with no kind of end in mind. So I think it's still the traditional brand issue of understand what your goals and objectives are up front, make sure that you've got the right tools in place, and then collect that data. And the great thing that some of these tools now make available is the speed at which you can collect that data. And you can be making decisions and moving things forward in a matter of weeks or months, as opposed to a matter of 2 or 3 years.
Appreciate that.